Okay, so here's everything we're going to use today. If you don't have this, don't trip. You really don't need it. It's just going to help make things easier. But everything you need is going to come in this kit. If you got a file and stuff like that, that's all you need for real. So I'm about to clean under my nails because it's a little dirty. And I just want to make sure that all of that is out before I do this full set. So this is the most important part. You have to prep your nails really well. If you don't, it won't last and it won't stay and the acrylic will lift. So make sure you file your nails, shape them, file the bed of the nail, all of that. This step, you can skip this step. I was trying something new, but it made my nail too smooth. So you kind of want that rough feeling you get from buffing out your nail. That's what's going to make it last longer. My last full set of acrylics that I did lasted me 3 weeks, okay? Okay, so I've taken everything I need out of the kit. This is the Acrylic Clear Kiss Powder. This is the acrylic primer, and then this is the acrylic liquid. Make sure that when you use this, you close the cap really tight because mine was leaking. And I don't know why it kept leaking. Like I closed the cap tight and it's still, so I don't know. So we got our liquid. Here's the brush. We're gonna let that sit in there for just a second, just in case there's any leftover crunch from the last set that I did. Now this one is cool. I've never seen this before, but this is the Apple Fresh Acrylic Masking Liquid. So you know how strong acrylic smells. If you like that smell, then, you know, no pressure. But if you don't want the smell to be as strong, you just pour drops of this in here. It says to do 3. And the scent is green apple. So instantly that made it a little better. It's still going to smell like acrylic, to be honest, but it did make it a little better. And then this is our powder and primer. So what I'm finna do is I'm just gonna do one last buff on my nails. And then I'm gonna go wash my hands because I end up putting some shea butter on. So I just wanna make sure I don't have any oils left on my nails. And then once I wash my hands, then we'll come back and do the primer, which is gonna completely dry out the nail. The only thing I would say that's uncomfortable about doing this is keeping my hands dry. Like, my hands feel so crunchy. So once I do them, like, one by one, I like to just do, like, a little full sweep. Okay? To make sure they're good. And it looks like I'm gonna go wash my hands, and I'll be back. Now we're going in with the primer. So this is gonna completely dry out the nail after we've buffed and did all of that good work. So this is just to make sure that the nail is super dry. And I'm just gonna put 1 coat of this on all 10 fingers.
Workforce situations, but have you actually seen any egalitarian, powerful women inside of their intimate relationship?
You mean when we're talking about heteronormative relationships? I think this is part.
So for this step, you don't need this tool. I'm just using it because I have it. You can use a regular file, but you're just going to go on the inside of the nail and buff out just that thin film that they have over it. Because again, you want this to be rough a bit so that it adheres really good to the product. But keep in mind, again, you don't need this tool. You can use a regular nail file. It works perfectly fine. So this is where the magic happens, okay? So you're going to go ahead and dip into your acrylic liquid and powder. And you're just going to fill in the inside of the nail where you would naturally put the glue if you were using glue to put these on. This part is very simple, okay? I'm just adding a little bit more because I want to make sure that I'm putting enough on to actually coat my full nail, okay? Now I'm just smoothing it out to make sure that it's evenly distributed. And then I'm going to get ready to place it on my nail, okay? Now, pay attention to this. When you put the nail on, you're going to dig almost at the bottom of your cuticle and then let the nail rest down. Don't push the nail all the way down because it's going to push all the acrylic out. And voila. Now this is the part that makes the nail really sturdy. So once you put the nail on top, you're going to flip it over and put acrylic on the inside. Same process, dip it in the acrylic liquid and in the powder, and then place the acrylic on the inside of the nail. I love this because if you wear longer press-on nails, you know the longer the nail, the more flimsier it can feel, or the cheaper the cost of the press-on, the cheaper it can feel. And so this gives you that hard, sturdy, full set feeling. Like, this is going to make you feel like you really got your nails done. It's super easy. If you need to add more acrylic liquid to spread out the acrylic, just do that. And that's what I do to give it like a clean look on the inside. My first time doing it, it didn't look this good. So just keep practicing if it doesn't look as clean as you like. Y'all, look at my full set. These are press-ons, but I do mine with acrylic. Going where? My last set lasted 3 weeks. Ask me how much these press-ons were. $4.99. And they gonna last me how long? 3 weeks. You hear that reinforcement? Mm-hmm. They long too. How do I do that? Oh, sis, say less.